NE2 S1W single-port server module can realize bidirectional transparent transmission of data from serial port to Ethernet or Wi-Fi. This video aims to demonstrate that NE2 S1W serial server configurable gateway mode in TCP mode. The following materials are required. Next, we will proceed with the product wiring section. Insert the Ethernet cable into the network port of the test kit. Insert the other end of the Ethernet cable into the computer network port. Connect the USB port of the test kit to the USB port of the computer. The product's PWR light is on, and the wiring is complete. Next, we will configure the TCP configurable gateway mode. Find the computer device icon and open the computer settings. Find the network and internet options, select advanced network settings, find the Ethernet card corresponding to the network port, click here to edit the IP address of the network card. Find the IPv4 option, click on Properties, select to use the following IP address, enter the IP address 192.168.3.3 and subnet mask to 55.255.255.0, click OK, close the computer settings page to complete the computer IP address setting. Next, we will configure the NE2 S1W as a configurable gateway for TCP servers. Double-click the NE2 S1W network configuration tool, open the configuration software, select the IP address we just modified, click the search device to search for matching products, and click the search device to enter the configuration interface. In the configuration page, we can see the factory default parameters of the product. The factory default network access mode is only Ethernet, which can be configured as Wi-Fi STA and automatic selection mode. We use the default Ethernet-only network access mode for demonstration. We can see that the default IP address is 192.168.3.7. We use the default network IP address to communicate with the computer. Click the above link 1 tag parameter to see that the module works in TCP server mode by default. The port is 8886, and other parameters can be left as default. Click the serial port parameter label above to switch to the serial port parameter configuration page. The factory default serial port parameters are 115,208 and 1, and we keep the default. Users can modify according to their own conditions. Click the Modbus parameter tag to switch to the Modbus parameter configuration mode. The factory default parameter is to disable the Modbus gateway, that is, to transmit data through the data transmission mode. In this tutorial, we will switch this section to configurable gateway mode. Note that TCP to R2 needs to be opened here. We can fill in our polling commands in the pre-configured command list. Note that no verification is needed here. We can simply fill in 010300000003. Use to read registered data. Click Add to add the command to the configuration buffer of the host computer. Leave the other parameters at their default settings. Click the Advanced Parameters tab to switch to the Advanced Parameters configuration panel. For parameter descriptions here, please refer to the official website manual. This will not be discussed in detail in the tutorial. Let's keep the default settings. Click to save parameters. The log box on the left shows that the save was successful. Click to restart the device to make the parameters take effect. Open Modbus slave. Click on Connection and then click Connect. Select Serial Port here. Select the serial port number corresponding to the module in the serial settings. The baud rate selection module corresponds to a baud rate of 115,208 and 1. Click OK. Double-click here to modify the register value of the Modbus slave device. We can just change it to 3. Click Display. Select Communication. You can see the communication status. Open Modbus poll. Click on Connection and then click Connect. Here, select Modbus TCP or IP. Enter the module's IP address here. Enter 8886 as the server port. Click OK. You can see the communication status here. Double-click again to open Modbus poll. Click the connection button to connect to the product in the same way. You can then see that both hosts simultaneously acquire data from the slave device.